You're listening to episode 26 of the Biz Podcast with Max and a special guest, Alex, aka Running is Fun.
The golden microphone is on.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the 26th episode of the Biz Podcast, and I've got a special guest with me here today. I'm interviewing Running is Fun with Adam on Instagram. Do you want to introduce yourself?
So I'm Adam. I'm a small content creator. I'm a new runner. I live in Chicago, but I'm French.
Oh wow, very nice. And I've got a few questions for you today. So when and why did you start running?
So believe it or not, I started running not that long ago. I started 7 months ago.
Oh wow.
But I've been getting better because I've been really consistent and training really hard. But I started running for multiple reasons. The first one being my school hosts 5K every year. And most of the years, I would be like the slowest out of my friends. Like one of the slowest. So I remember 2 years ago, I did the race. I had a 5K of 25 minutes. And most of my friends were like under that. And
Oh wow.
it mentally, it kind of frustrated me. And I was like, I need to get quicker, you know? And
Yeah.
there's multiple reasons. Another reason could be that both my brothers were into running. Especially one of them, he was a great runner. I really think he could have gone to states, but he wasn't invested enough. So he really motivated me to start running. And another thing would be that my friends would compete in kids triathlons, and so they got me into that. And so eventually, I just kind of started training for those, and so I had to run. And even though, like, out of the three disciplines, running was the one that I hated the most, now it's like the one that I absolutely love. You know, it's crazy how it changed.
Oh wow, definitely, yeah. Wow, that's amazing. And yeah, I've been watching some of your amazing runs on TikTok and sorry, it's Instagram, sorry, different platforms. How'd you get to build your fan base? I know you have around 12,000, a bit over 12,000 followers on Instagram. How'd you get to build that fan base over time?
So I actually think the reason I kind of started getting followers was not for the good reasons, because I remember my third video that I posted, it blew up. It got over 2 million views.
Wow.
But it was not for the good reasons. It was a lot of hate on that video, because
Oh.
at the end of the video, I was flexing, right? And I was shirtless.
Yeah.
And obviously I'm a runner, especially for distance runners, and I'm pretty skinny. And so in the comments, the video had 2,000 comments. I don't even know. And a lot of them were hate comments. And I'm guessing because all these people commented hate comments and stuff, it got the algorithm to do its thing, and it got a lot of views, so I got a big reach of account. And so there were mean people, but honestly most of the people were encouraging, and they were very nice. So after I had that one video, I got a couple followers from it, and then I wasn't even consistent in my videos. So I'm not really sure how I built up a fan base, but I think it's maybe I always started my videos with something that would catch a viewer's eye.
Oh, yeah.
I would be how did I how I ran my last video that got 120,000 views, it did really good. And the first thing that I said was come run a 4:42 mile with me, and that's a pretty good time. So people
Yeah,
are
wow, that's
oh, this
amazing.
dude's fast, I'm gonna watch it. So
Yeah.
usually I start the video with something that might catch the viewer's eye, so that they watch my videos, and eventually they follow me.
Wow, that's amazing, yeah. And always remember, haters gonna hate, says Taylor Swift.
Yeah, it's true, man. They're always gonna hate, but it's fine.
Yeah, and what equipment do you use? Any good shoes or sports watches and
So right now I'm wearing my watch. I always wear it. I absolutely love it. My parents got it for my birthday. It's
Oh
a
wow.
Garmin Forerunner 955. It's
Oh wow, yeah.
absolutely amazing. It says so much information, but I have to say sometimes the GPS is a bit off, so that's a bit frustrating.
Oh yeah.
Since I'm a new runner, I'm not that I don't have that much knowledge, so I got injured multiple times. So when I get injured, usually it's knee injuries. I would wear I have these heating patches like these. I usually put it
Oh wow.
over where it hurts, and it usually makes me feel better. And then another thing that I have is I wear knee like kinesiology tape. It's like tape you
Oh
put
wow,
on your
yeah.
knee and it just holds your knee in place. I'm
Oh
kind
wow.
of like superstitious about it, so during my races always wear it even though I don't really need it. I just feel like it's going to
Oh
make
yeah.
me run faster.
Of
Like
course, yeah.
I'm really superstitious about my races. Like I always wear the same socks when I race. Like
Oh wow, yeah.
cuz I just feel like I'm going to run faster in them. It's just something that I
That's
do.
same as me for swimming as well. Like I have to do the exact same thing every time. Same goggles, same cap, everything.
Exactly.
Even for running as well, I have to do the exact same things every time. Or it's just a mind game. Yeah.
Exactly, 100%.
And
And then for
oh yeah.
sorry,
Sorry, you go. Yeah.
so for the shoes that I use, my daily trainers, they're Hoka's Clifton 9s, but they're very used. I might need to get new ones. Then I have race day shoes. I have Vaporfly 3s, and then I also
Oh
have some
wow.
Dragonflies that I use as spikes. They're very good shoes, but also very expensive.
Oh wow, yeah. Wow, that's amazing. And also going back to the watch real quick. Also about you were saying about the GPS. I have an Apple Watch. It's downstairs, but I swear it says I've run like 1.5 kilometers, but I've really run 1.2. Every time it just adds that extra bit. The GPS is all messed up on it. It's like one of the older Apple Watches, but yeah.
Yeah,
And
the watch that I
what
have,
what? Are-
it's sorry, it's like a bit bugging, but as
Oh
I
no,
was
sorry.
saying, like
Sorry.
my
Hi.
watch, it's like it's really precise. Now it's fine. But it's just like I've been taking the same routes over and over, so I guess now it's more accurate on these routes.
Yeah.
But if I'm like on a new route, it
Yeah.
might like take a little while to adapt.
Yeah. And what's your most memorable run like? Do you have any like favorite runs or favorite tracks or anything?
Favorite track, it's the Gately track in Chicago. It's the one that I posted the videos of my meets. Awesome track. It's probably like the best track in Illinois out there. So I absolutely love running there. I'm actually going there tomorrow to train.
Oh wow, it's
And
epic.
like favorite runs, I haven't gotten on that many runs, but by far I would say my favorite runs were the ones that I went on when I was in France, because that's when I started falling in love with running. And
Oh
like
wow.
it's just I would run in the south of France, and in the south of France there's beautiful nature and beautiful landscapes. And it was just like it was awesome. I still remember them. I still remember running with my brothers. Like those were great times.
Oh, that's amazing. Very nice to hear. Wow. And what's one quote that gets you through the end of a tough run?
Oh my God. I actually have a quote that I keep telling myself during my track meets, especially when I'm supposed to like go all out, and it's like the last lap. I tell myself like you're in control of your body. Nobody like I just repeat to myself in my head like you're in control of your body. You're in control of your body. And that's because like I might be tired, but in the end it's just my brain like telling my legs to move. So why don't I tell them to go faster? Like I just
Yeah.
try to get myself to think like pain is literally it's just a feeling. It's just a
Yeah.
feeling. And if you wanted to run faster, you could. Just tell yourself to go faster. So I'm like, I'm in control of my body. I choose what I do and I want to run faster. So eventually like it helps me push through it. I it's really good. Like I would recommend it.
Oh wow. That's an amazing quote, yeah. And of course, it's all mind game. Or like I swear, every time I'm running, like there's a nice 7 kilometer track called the Bay Run around in the city in Sydney, and it's so hot, the sun just blasts down on you when you're running there. And at the end, it's always like, oh, the arms are burning, but it's all a mind game.
Yeah, it's kind of the opposite in Chicago. Like right now I've been fighting cold weather like
Oh
every
wow.
day. Um like it I've ran in Chicago up to like negative 20 degrees Celsius, and that's like hard mentally because
Yeah.
just like breathing burns your lungs, you know?
Of
So what
course,
I
yeah.
do is I just tell myself like you're in control of your actions, you're in control of your actions. And
Mm.
eventually like I just get my run over with. But running in Chicago, man, sometimes it's pretty hard, especially yesterday. There was horrible rain and wind and it was cold. Like I don't know if you saw my video, but it wasn't great
Oh
weather.
yeah, I did, yeah. Oh yeah, and would you say it's harder to run? Like a stupid question, of course, but would you say it's harder to run in hot weather or cold weather?
Hot weather or cold weather? To get a PR, I would say it's harder to run in hot weather. To get a PR, to get a better time. But I feel like mentally
Yeah,
it's harder to run in cold weather because you're I feel like if you're in hot weather, you can just like take your shirt off, wear very short shorts, and drink a lot of water, right? But when you're in cold weather, thing
yeah,
is you can't wear that much clothing because you're running. And eventually, like
yeah.
you're gonna like especially my fingertips when I run outside in the cold, they get so cold and I absolutely hate it. I'd say for performance, it's harder in hot weather, but mentally it's harder in cold.
Oh, yeah. I saw some of your amazing videos. Yeah, and what's one thing you would say to people wanting to start like running in general, even just for fun?
Um Depends on their goals, to be honest. If they really want to like have great performances or just like do it recreationally, like if they just want to do it recreationally, I'd say probably just like go like on a run a week, have fun, don't care about your time. Like you can even walk, don't care about it. If you really want to get a good performance and good times, I'd say like stay consistent, dude, cuz staying consistent is what's going to like make you different from the other runners because some people they don't run when like they don't want to, but others they just push through and that's what makes them better runners, you know? So I'd say
Yeah,
really stay consistent because I remember when personally I started running, like it was very hard mentally. Like just running 2 kilometers would seem like an eternity to me, and now like it's chill, you know. So
yeah, of course, yeah.
and especially because I had my brothers who helped me push through because like they would pace me all the time in France and they would help me push through. But some people like they don't have anyone that would help them. They're alone, you know. So I'd say like stay consistent. Consistency is key. Like it will literally get you to success.
Yeah. And would you say that would you say that running with friends is more fun or just running by yourself is easier?
I'm glad you asked that question because honestly, I I really think running with someone else is way better. But the problem is I'm in a very small school and our track team is very small. So what my coach does, he just texts me the workouts for the week to do and I do them alone. I go to the track, which is like you see me in my videos. I'm never well, usually I'm not running with someone, but it can become hard mentally sometimes because I don't have the motivation to go run because I'm alone. But like if I'm out running with a friend or like a running partner or running buddy, like it's just it's way more fun. Like I had my first track meets not too long ago and this other school, Whitney Young, they were like nice enough to take me in. So I would
Oh
like
wow.
warm up with them, cool down with them, and every Sunday I get to like train with them, and like it makes me so happy because running alone like I can't do it anymore. Running with a group like it's awesome. It really is awesome.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, and it's also like it's the same with a lot of different sports, like solo sports. Like, of course, running with like a team is fun, like group running, and we do that sometimes in the warm up here when I do cross country. But even for swimming as well, it's a very lonely sport. It's all about the mind as well, like staring at that black
Yeah.
floor tiles for hours upon hours. Yeah, and also know you mentioned you swim once a week. Do you want to tell us a bit about that?
Oh yeah, I've been swimming for what, like 2, 3 years now. I wouldn't say I'm a great swimmer, but honestly, I just swim for fun and like I swim with two of my friends. We're not that serious. It's only like once a week, so I'm not that committed to swimming. But I'd say it really does make a difference when I'm competing in like Chicago triathlon races. It really makes a difference. On top of that, like swimming is very good to also improve your running and can also reduce like your chances of getting injured, which is one of the major reasons like I keep swimming, because like when I started running, I could have just stopped swimming to like keep running and have more time for running. But really, like, swimming is a way to get better at running, in my opinion.
Wow, yeah. It's great, yeah. And do you have any other hobbies, like anything, really?
I have a lot of hobbies. Like, as you can tell from my setup, I've been playing video games for a long time. But
Yeah.
I kind of stopped playing video games. I fell out of love with it. So I kind of have this laying around, even though I don't really play video games anymore. And I used to like really play Minecraft. Like, I don't know if you used to play Minecraft as a kid, but like I was on Hypixel's weekly
Sometimes, yeah.
leaderboards, and that's like a very famous server. It just I used to be a big fan of
Yeah.
Minecraft. Also, like I before running, my big sport was football, or like soccer. Sorry, I don't know if you say football or soccer.
Wow. Oh, yeah, we do, yeah.
Um,
Football, yeah.
Yeah, so I've been playing football for like ever since I was still living in Paris. I used to play in club. I was like, it was awesome. But thing is, like in the US, football's not really the same. Um, and my school team is actually really good. They won regionals this year, and
Wow.
I actually like I love playing soccer, but running it has my heart more. My brother actually is more of a runner, soccer player himself. He played semi pro, but I'm gonna stick to running.
Yeah. Well, do you like listening to music when you run?
Well, that's a very good question. So back when I started running 7 months ago, I absolutely hated running, and music was the only thing getting me through. So I would like just put my playlist and listen to music the whole time. But now, more as I like fell in love with running, um, I just love the sound of my feet like hitting the ground. And I know it's weird, but it's just like hearing like things around me. It makes you more focused on your run, and you
Yeah.
like in a way the run goes by faster, and it's just it gives me like a peace of mind. I actually love it because I think runners who listen to music at least all the time, they don't really like running. They like what running
Yeah.
gets you. And runners who don't listen to music while running, actually like they truly like running. You know, they really enjoy it. Because like when I go on a run and I listen to music, I might be distracted like singing along or doing something.
Yeah.
But like when there's no music and I'm silent, like I love to like just run and look around in my neighborhood. And I might
Yeah.
take like different routes. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I never checked that spot out. Like, let me go run over there. And it's more fun, calming, and like it's more peaceful in a way.
Yeah, wow, that's amazing. And do you like listening? I know you do some treadmill runs. Do you listen to music when you're on the treadmill?
I feel like running on the treadmill is the only exception I have with listening to music, because when you're running on a treadmill, it's completely boring. Like
Yeah.
you're running but nowhere. So as I said like before, when you're running with no music, you get to look around, like go around your neighborhood, but that's not what happens when you're running on a treadmill. You have nothing to do. You're just like looking at a wall, you know. It's kind of annoying, like it's boring. So I
Yeah.
feel like running on a treadmill would probably be the only exception with listening to music.
Yeah, yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, and I know there's a gym up the road here that I go to sometimes, and like treadmill running, it's okay if it's too hot outside because it's like controlled environment with air conditioning. But like when I go to the gym up here, like they have like the TVs and stuff. I find it really distracting when people like I don't know
Yeah.
how they run when they watch YouTube and stuff.
Yeah, for sure. I completely agree. Like I can't focus on a video while running. And like I'm pretty grateful too, because I have a treadmill like in my basement, so
Oh,
I can
wow.
choose whenever to go run. Like either it's outside, or my mom might say like, "Oh, it's too late, like you can't go run outside." So I might just like run on the treadmill, and it's cool cuz I have like my treadmill at home, you know. It's pretty
Yeah.
nice.
That's amazing. Yeah, thank you so much for coming on to the podcast. And everyone, go follow Adam. That's his Instagram. Otherwise, I'll put it in the description. But of course, yeah. And I've been watching your amazing content for a few months now. Yeah, so thank you so much
Thank
for
you
coming
very
on.
much.
Thank you. Yeah, and continue on with running. It's amazing how far you've come in so little time.
Thank you. I really appreciate the support. It really means a lot.
Yeah, thank you. Anytime.
To find more of the Biz Podcast, check out the Lockdown Biz's YouTube channel or find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeart Podcast, or Amazon Music.